The NCP Hunter, real estate broker and financial expert. And today we're going to be talking about student loans. The reason we're going to talk about it is because it's something that it affects so many people, and it's cancerous. It's really awful. What happens is cancerous for your economy. I should say that, okay? So what happens is many people have their student loans on deferment, meaning that they're not making any payments. And some people wait a very long time before they get started. What you need to know is that student debt is the student loans are not like credit cards where you could file bankruptcy and restart over. With that type of loan, you cannot walk away. It is hinders so many aspects in your life. If you require a state license, they could prevent you from getting your state license if you're not current or making payments. Okay, mostly if you're not current. If you have arrangements, that's not a problem. But if you're not current, that could prevent you from, if you need to get any type of state license. If you want to buy a home, that is a debt that is not going to go away. And some people, their debt is as high as a mortgage and as long as a mortgage. So 250,000, even at 50,000, it hurts. So they could garnish your wages. They could hold your tax returns. So even if you say, I have nothing, what are you gonna come and get? I have nothing. Well, you're gonna have a lot of problems, because if you try to do your banking, they're gonna tap into that, into your checking account, and they'll take whatever you got. So it is not like credit cards. And in order of priority, I would pay the student loans. You could make arrangements to start making smaller payment. The reason for that is because the length of it, they're so high, they tend to be for a very long time, sometimes 30 years. And so you want to start tackling them right away. A lot of people wait a long time. I have seen people that are paying their student loans till now, and they're almost retiring, in the phases of retire. When you retire, you should really have to have your house pay and your student loan pay. Some people have to stay in the employ longer, work longer than they expected, because now they have to pay the student loan. So it is really hard to see the stress that people feel under pressure, because they cannot walk away from this type of debt. And many people, if, well, you guys don't know, but I'm telling you, many people, when you have credit cards, what happens is that even if they pay them down, they tend to be reused. They tend to go and start over again. And people could do it up to 3 times in their lives, 3 cycles, meaning that they will go and racked up a lot of debt, up to 50 to $80,000, and then pay it off in 5 years and get a repayment plan. And of course, they will close the accounts, but they'll pay off the debt, and then go back and get credit cards and do it all over again, and then do it all over again every 5 years. Instead of course, now they don't want to file bankruptcy. That's an alternative. But so they're still trying to catch up with their credit cards, and they never get to the student loans. So they're super important. If there's always help for credit cards out there, there's not a lot of help for student loans. And so start with the most painful one and the most difficult to get, the most difficult one, and the one who's going to give you problems. So start paying your student loan. What I see a lot is a lot of people, what they do is pay off their debt and replace their credit card debt with their student loans, because it's as high as a credit card. They are 400, 500, 800, 1,000, depending upon what's your balance. So they replace that and be debt free on their credit cards, and concentrate on paying back their student loan. Um, it's, you could do both. You could pay your credit cards and pay your student loans. Even if it's a little amount that you pay towards it, it's better than nothing. A lot of people, when they graduate, they are working. Many people work, but a lot of people are underemployed, so they are underpaid. And so they're really frustrated, because they have a lot of education, and a lot of times they're not paying them what they're worth, so they're not able to pay back the student loans. A lot of people calculate that they're going to be, or project that they're going to be making a lot more money than they end up making. And so that creates a lot of frustration. So the best thing you could do is don't be afraid um, to open up those student loans and look at them. Believe me, you're going to be glad that you have it under control. I hope this has helped you. Till next time.